What happens then?
Hold on, get a motion a second, then we'll discuss.
Okay.
Okay. If we don't approve, then it goes back to our next, whatever that meeting is
The
that we have
next-
monthly.
TAC meeting,
Yep, and then,
and then design phase would stop. So,
and then they would try and figure out what we denied it for and what happens next.
Do we still have any leverage as to what happens?
yes, within the ordinance, we gave it some leverage.
I'm
Within
sorry?
that- Within this resolution, we gave it some of the options as far as funding. So,
But as far as design,
As far as
it's pretty
design.
deep in design.
yeah, they're probably 40% design complete. So they still, there could be some discussion yet at the next one. We're still discussing the lighting, because we were opposing to have to pay $180,000 for lighting. So they have come back with a reevaluation because ECE already has lights in the corridor. So they came back and they're still telling us that the new lights would have to be installed. And they lowered it to $150 so far. So that topic is still up for discussion with MnDOT. And we will discuss that again at the next TAC meeting that we have with them coming up in March.
But as far as major design, I think that last meeting we had
Yeah.
with them all here kind of set that
Set.
as far as removing a roundabout or adding a big piece of the pie. I think that last meeting when they came here was for that. If I'm,
Yeah, that's correct.
okay, that was my understanding.
Has our dollar obligation for the project changed, or will it change? Is it still like around
More than likely,
800
the
plus
price is
thousand?
probably going to go up with the cost of supplies and materials. So we hope not, and we would hope that the bids come in with a reasonable amount. So
And where does our dollars come from?
that's what we'll have to figure out within the next couple of budget cycles as to how we are going to fund that
Okay.
project.
Okay.
Some of our stormwater, water replacement, that'll come out of that fund.
That'll come out of 602 and 603 funds. Yeah.
Some of the lighting and things like that. That's why, there was discussion of, do you want to do like some really nice fancy lighting, whatever? Well, that's all on us. And I think that got dropped pretty fast because
It did.
there just isn't money for that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did they address anything about the intersection in front of the school? The roundabout they put in there as well, kids do the cross there. They cross quite a bit.
Yep, they do have all the layout with the crosswalks in it and the sidewalk area within the run. Yes,
And I think the school's still working with them and ERDC on whatever, I can't remember the term they use for that, something
It's-
hawk or something, that lighting thing that goes over it. Kind of like the library in St. Cloud.
yeah,
I think they were talking about something like that.
which would be about 25,000. So we're gonna try to check with them to see what other options would be available, especially as far as those kids traveling through that area because.
Yeah, it is a bad area.
Yep,
Small things like the speed zone, you and I had a conversation about, should be able to be discussed and considered.
that's already in the plans for $25,000.
No, the changing from the 45 to the 30 speed zone being at the school.
Yep, that'd be another discussion in the TAC meetings that we have with MnDOT. Yep,
Starting at the bridge?
yes.
Yeah. And I'd still like to see 45 go past Cooks. But that's
Didn't they try that many years ago? It seems to me, I recall that they extended it out and then they monitor the traffic. And if 85% of the traffic is exceeding the speed limit, then they
You're right.
raise it
Right,
back
that's what
up
they
again.
explained to us.
Because we
Yeah.
did that out on the east side too. Probably, oh goodness, 15 years ago, something, a long time ago, but
Yeah, because it's 45 on both sides.
yeah.
And then, do we know how they're gonna stage like over by the junction? They're gonna close it all off at one time, or?
No, we have not gotten that yet because Dave's been talking about that at the school because the timing has to be right for them or it'll be a real mess. So I think,
wonder if I could get 6 months off of work or something.
right,
Well, they did say they were gonna start at the school first. So,
but I would think they'd have to do something like that, or it'd be just a mess. Yep,
There's like 15 businesses over there.
yep. Well, hopefully more. Okay. Any other questions? I think it'll just be coming, every time there's updates,
Yeah.
we'll have it back to the table, so.
And then
All
I
right,
just need a,
we had a motion and a second. So all in favor indicate with an aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution 2506 passes. Reports of departments, boards, and commissions, city manager.
Pete Stauber had sent the funding request for the fiscal year 2026 for community project funding request. So I'd like to at least submit and see if we can get some grant funding for the Milaca Junction. And that funding would be for the streets, water, sewer, lighting, curb, gutter, storm sewer. So that would all play into that grant that I want to write and submit. The due date is March 14th, so I'll be working on that to get that submitted if council wishes me to work on that grant.
This is the same process that went for the airport road.
Yes.
And it's competitive, excuse me,
Very.
competitive, and we might not make it past first round, but I think it'd be nice for Tammy to give it a shot, if everybody's okay with that. You don't need a motion, do you? You do want them? Okay. Sorry, I just thought you needed a general look.
I'll make
Okay.
a motion.
All right.
Second.
All in favor indicate with an aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, see if we can get a grant. Anything else? Nope.
Anything else?
Police, incident summary, no action, nothing else?
I was just gonna comment that we made a final offer to a candidate for the patrol positions. We accepted that with a start date of March 10th, which would then start the approximately 3-month training process with them.
That's good news.
Yeah.
Good. Thank you.
Can I ask you about your incident report?
Yeah, of course.
What does CSC mean?
Criminal sexual conduct,
Okay, and what about ICR?
ICR, incident case reference.
Okay.
It's just the number that's associated with the case file.
Okay. How big is the drug problem?
Oh, I mean, I think it's as problematic as most communities of our size, and I think, and especially of our demographics. I don't know that we have any bigger of a problem than a comparable community.
Are you seeing fentanyl? No? That's good. Thank you.
Anything else for Quinn? Thanks, Quinn.
Yeah.
Parks, Gary's not here for Parks or Public Works. You don't have anything, do you, on that?
No.
Okay, Vicky's not here tonight. Fire Department. Anything, guys?
Our new engine is done. We're picking it up Tuesday. We'll have it in service a month or two. We had to order hose and equipment. We didn't think it was gonna be done this quick, so kind of behind the 8 ball on that part, but so we'll have that hopefully in service by May-ish. We have 6 members that have started Fire 1 and 2. So hopefully get them people trained and actually in service and work.
Where do you go pick it up at?
It's in Osceola, Wisconsin.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Yep. So it'll be about a day event because they'll train my son how to operate the new pump and the features and everything. So.
There's a YouTube tour of it that they did, Custom Fire did, it's on Facebook page too.
Oh, okay.
So it's like a 12-minute video. Walk through the whole thing.
That'd be interesting. Well, that'll be good to have. Anything else? Great, thank you. Planning, zoning, and airport, nothing there. Well, committee reports right now, unfinished business. Bids for the reception area. There were 2 bids, Haven Homes and Design for $32,180 and Boss Construction for $33,410.
Very close.
Is that in the neighborhood of what we were hoping for?
A lot less.
That's what I thought, but I want to make sure.
I had 54 in the budget.
Yeah.
The lower bid, who is that company? Where are they from?
They are right over there by Casey's.
Oh, okay.
Isn't that where they are?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. I think they're in the same building Jordan's in, DeBoer.
At least their main office is.
Yeah. Yep. He's a local guy also.
Good.
Any questions on it or things we need to discuss on it? Anything you saw?
Did Gary know anything between the two?
No. I didn't.
It came up in conversation that Haven Homes did say they could do each side as their own, like, one right after another, but for
Yeah.
the sake of displacement.
Both of them were talked about that whole process, that one side would be shut down and then the other side would be open to accommodate both offices.
It made it seem like Haven was the only one
Oh,
who committed to that.
Is this a project that has to be done now?
it's, yes, under the League of Minnesota Cities, it was one of our comments that was made to have safety for the staff. So it is, and so as this is too, our hope is that at some point we'll have bulletproof shields behind every one of these panels for the council as well.
So the 33,000 or whatever we're talking, that doesn't include the bulletproof glass? Is that extra?
That is extra.
How much?
That was around 20,000 for those. But
So
that
we're
was
looking
paid
at like
for
50-some thousand?
last year.
Yeah.
That was paid for last year, where they're already here and just waiting.
Oh, I
So it's
see.
not in this year's budget,
Okay.
okay?
And where are these funds coming from?
Out of the general fund.
General fund?
And it was budgeted for 50-some thousand, so it's about 20-some thousand under.
Yeah. There's always some contingencies when they come into something, so.
What would be the timing on this one?
That would be the contractor's choice,
Okay.
yeah.
Any other questions? Anybody have a motion they want to make for one of them or?
I have a quick question.
Yep.
Notice a lot of no quotes amounts on the Haven Homes. Is that something that we need? Like there's $0? Are we gonna end up getting estimates for that later or
They do know that they'll have to probably move some electrical because of the two lights that are in the ceiling. So that's just part of their whole bid, that they're gonna charge
so they're
extra
not gonna
for that.
add that later is what I'm saying.
Unless they run into something structural.
Because they have that one and then there's the insulation, no insulation quoted.
We don't have insulation in them
Okay.
now.
And then I would make a motion to do Haven Homes for the 32,180.
I'll second that.
Any other discussion on it? I wish we didn't have to do it, but. Hearing none, all in favor indicate with an eye.
Aye.
Opposed? The bid to Haven Homes is approved. Moving on to real estate request for proposals, evaluation, score sheet. You had in your packet 3 realtors that put in their information to represent us out in the Junction, Milaca Junction area. What's really nice about this is all 3 are, I know all 3 of them, they're very good realtors, they're very good at their job, they do a great job. I think we're fortunate to have people like this in our community. So I think we have good options. If you have we can have a little discussion on which way we want to go and make a decision. Anybody has questions besides what was in the paper?
I read through all of the stuff. That one with Sam's looked good for me. That'd be my guess. Plus, it was the cheapest or lowest percentage.
Yeah.
So
It's actually even a little less than he put in that form. We got contacted today and he dropped it another percent because he
Oh,
just wants
really?
to get that thing going. Yep.
okay.
So his percentage would be 1% commission.
So that's parcel?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Any other discussion on it?
What are those lots zoned at that we're trying to sell?
Their zone commercial, B2,
Commercial?
commercial.
And they're really not lots yet. Right now it's just a chunk of land.
Right.
And then hopefully, and this is something we can talk about in a minute. After we do this vote, we can talk about the next step. Anybody want to make a motion on anyone?
I'll make a motion to accept parcel.
Okay.
I'll second that.
Okay. Any other discussion on it? If not, all in favor indicate with an aye.
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 Opposed? So that bid would go to Sam Johnson at Partial Real Estate. Yeah, he's excited to get going on, I can tell you that. To go along with that, we had a meeting today with the Empowering Minnesota Cities grant people from the University of Minnesota. Tammy and I were with them to discuss the next steps here. And our next step is a meeting now that would include Sam and Tom Fisher, who's from the U, and Phil Gravel, our engineer. Who else were we talking about?
Heidi, if she can make it, because she does a lot of grants.
Yep, Heidi from Stantec
Stantec.
also. And then we will open it up, of course, to any businesses that were out there, kind of like when we had the meeting before about it, to start looking at where we're going to go, how we're going to do this, how it'll be divided up, how we want to make land, how we're going to pay for infrastructure, all those issues. So we want to do that in the next 2 weeks. But that led to the special meeting, didn't it?
Well, we
Better
can-
wait on that.
We'll follow and then
Yeah,
we'll get
I'll
to
come
it.
back to it.
Yeah.
All right, so that's just an update on that, then we'll go with Sam and move forward.
Okay.
All right, moving on to the special event application, third layer skate demo and Project 37 band showcase. Can I get a motion for that?
So moved.
I'll second that.
Any questions on that? We've had them here before, it's very popular.
Yes, it is.
They do a really nice job. If no other questions, all in favor indicate with an aye.
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 Opposed? Third layer project passes. D, special event application, music in the park. There are 3 dates. Can I get a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve them.
Second.
Okay, any discussion on those? Mary, anything different or same setup?
Same setup.
Okay, good. If no other questions, all in favor indicate with an aye.
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 Opposed? Music in the park passes. E, special event application, running in the rough. Can I get a motion for that?
I'll make the motion.
Second.
They're ahead of the game, that's until September,
Right.
so.
Are you doing it earlier
If
this
you
year?
want to do it today.
September it will be.
Yep. Used to be spring and they moved to September.
Yeah.
It's way drier and better. No questions? All in favor indicate with an aye.
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 Opposed? So running in the rough passes. F was what we added for the special meeting. That's what I got ahead of myself on in the last part. That meeting I talked about with all those people would include council. So we'd like to set a special meeting so we can discuss it as a group with the people we have invited. So we need to look, we're looking at trying to do it in first week of March, I believe. So anybody have any big problems with first week of March? If you're gonna have a special meeting, and what are we thinking for time?
could we do like a 5 PM?
Yeah, does it matter as far as people like Phil, if it's outside the office day, or does, just trying to
No.
save us money? Okay,
No, it doesn't matter, he still charges us no
all
matter
right,
what.
all right. Yeah, earlier the better, yeah.
Yeah, so if you could do it like a 5 PM meeting, as most people would be getting off of work so that they would be able to attend.
What did Phil have open? 4 or 5?
I think he had the 4th and the 5th.
Okay, 4th, I can at 5. I have, that's our sections. We'll be
Okay.
in St. Cloud.
The
The
5th?
5th? What does 5th look like for people?
I think I'm good.
I'm okay on 5th.
Tim, how does the 5th look for you?
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
that should,
Should we kind of look at that right now?
At 5 PM,
Sure.
okay. So we'll call that special meeting for March 5th at 5 PM. And the purpose of this meeting is to discuss the project going forward for the Milaca Junction addition.
Good. Thank you, everybody. Okay, moving on to miscellaneous, changing the date of the June council meeting due to the Juneteenth holiday, so as long as you got your calendar out. So we were going to be June 17. I believe the parade is the 15th.
The 26th, aren't they?
Or
The 24th.
24th? Oh, I thought they went before. Oh, they went the week after?
They went, yeah, changed it to a Tuesday.
Well, wait, you know what? Look at the right month. I'm looking at July.
Okay. June,
Now I'm with you.
okay. Maybe on the 18th, that'd be the Wednesday, June 18th.
Works for me. If it works for everybody else. Should we go with that? Can I get a motion to do that?
I'll make a motion to have it on June 18th at 5 PM.
Well, wait, council, we're going with 6,
That's
right?
council is 6 PM.
Yep. So we go to
Change
the
that to
18th.
6 PM then.
Perfect.
Yep, got it. Okay.
I'll second that.
All right.
All right, so we're,
Okay.
Golf tournament is July 12th. to get calendars open.
oh, good. That's good to know, actually, that you got to get in early. Okay. So that was June 18. All right. Anything else we're missing? No?
I don't think.
We are at council comments.
Oh,
Norris?
Got to do the
What?
all in favor.
Oh, I'm sorry. Went right from my calendar to the next item. All in favor of the motion to change the June meeting from the 19th to the 18th, indicate with an eye.
I
Opposed? All right. Now we're good. Now we'll go to you, Norris.
oh, nothing. They're keeping the streets nice and clean.
They've been busy.
Ken, anything?
Oh, nothing special, no.
Okay.
I got nothing.
Tim?
Nope.
Okay.
I think we're good. Can I get a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
I'll second.
All in favor? Aye. We're adjourned.
All right. This is 29.